Hello, everybody. Just about ready to get started. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. And another late night leading into Secrets of Grindea. But you know what? I wanted to see before we give any final thoughts the arcade mode. Apparently, there's a lot of differences with it, and it's where a lot of the replayability factor comes in. So, from my understanding, arcade mode is slightly harder than story mode, but it's more expected that you die in order to unlock things. So it has its own little progression system. So I guess you could kind of take it and think of it kind of like how we were playing Hades and we slowly got unlocks. I think the same thing will happen in arcade mode. And I do believe some of the arcade bonuses or other things will carry over to story mode. So it's possible we can unlock new content or story mode this way. So I figured we'd check it out at least once. We're not going to commit to clearing it until we see how we feel about it. And then possibly we could do it co-op. It depends on if Calvisham is around. If not, we'll take a little bit of a look. See how it goes. I'm not even sure for our character we started in story mode if we're allowed to use the same character or if they manage two different sets of characters for that person. Because presumably I shouldn't be able to bring in like all my story mode stuff into arcade mode and vice versa. So I'm kind of curious what it'll do. I've never done it before. So we'll find out. Let's switch over to the game itself. So single player, multiplayer, high score. Oh, I don't like the fact that there's a score already. Well, I don't plan on getting on that board. Design a look for your character. You will look the same each time you respawn. Randomize. Every time you respawn a character, the game will generate a new look for your character. That's kind of funny. If I was playing alone, I'd probably do this one. But we should probably design our hero. So I guess they are considered completely separate? I guess that answers that question. I'm curious if I'm allowed to change this later. Well, time to make a new character, I guess. We'll stick to male for now, unless chat wants to see female. We have all those locked haircuts still. I think we have this one for Noobtagonist. You know the professor has that ridiculous hair. Let me know if chat is feeling them. Oh no, you can really make some ridiculous colors in here. And now we're living like a protagonist life. Just slightly darker, I guess. Hello, Count Visham. Hopefully you're doing well. I was gonna say, we'll just take inputs, what chat colors you want to see. I'm just trying out different things right now, so making them pop a little more. But yes, chat, if you would like to pick a specific hairstyle, I was just selecting some random things. Is this Terraria from Walmart? Not quite. Pink shirt? Okay. Can't see the sweater, weirdly enough. I guess you'll just have to trust me it's one of these pigs. I'll do... Oh, I guess there is a difference between these two. There's barely. Visually, to me, this doesn't look like the same color. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's shaded. Like, I don't know. It just looks weird. Chan wants pink Super Saiyan hair? Are we going back to the new Noobtagonist haircut? Is that what's happening? Yeah, like, this looks more purple to me. It doesn't look quite like the color I selected. Is it just me? Like, it looks like, color-wise, I'm hovering this one, but it's more displaying this one. Yeah, I don't know why sweater changes pants. Like, there's like a technical, like, little layer under it, but it looks like it's changing his pants. I think the problem is his scarf is so huge. It looks like his shirt. See, these look more like the colors I'm selecting. I guess it has to do with the shading. I was gonna say, we are truly a character right now. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, see how it goes. Make his sweaters wrapped around his waist. It technically is his chest. It's just the problem that the scarf looks so big. The scarf is somehow like this, almost the same height as his shirt. Like, if you're looking proportionally, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If we could have seen up to his shoulders, it would have made more sense. If we just want to be super pink Saiyan, I could just choose random colors, honestly. It's a little hard to tell some of the colors here. Oh, chat wants to go true randomize? Well, we'll go pink Saiyan. Chat will always be able to find me on screen. I mean, unless chat just wants me bold or something weird. We'll give some rotates. So we're not quite noob-tagonist, but we do have the Super Saiyan hair again. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. So yeah, we're gonna try a little bit of arcade mode, but if Calvisham's interested in joining, I could switch over to co-op. I presumably just have to make a character first. Or unless there's a character difference between single player and multiplayer, which we will find out. We will find out if that's true, chat. I guess I'll start. Okay, Calvisham will do it. What do we name the character? I guess I could call him Pink Saya. Pink Saya, there you go. Close enough. So let's get the story and then we'll switch over to co-op. Excuse me, Master Bishop. Sir, I hate to bother you again. And by all means, feel free not to. Well, it's just you said I was brought here to finally become a sidekick. But a sidekick needs a hero. I feel we're sorely lacking in that department. Will his hair grow? Probably. No offense, of course, Master Bishop, sir. None taken. As for your hero, the lost soul will come. It is inevitable. Have patience, artifact. Yes, alright, very well. Waited all my life for this, so I guess I can... Dearest goddess gracious, a child, out of thin air. Is this... Would be your hero, yes, our lost soul. Oh, but you look so young. No more reason you should have a sidekick, I suppose. It's the pink, it makes us look young. Welcome to Arcadia, young master. You and I have been brought here to, well, come to think of it, I'm not quite sure why we were brought here. But whatever the reason, allow me to be your friendly guide in all manners. Not to mention my endless carrying capacity will prove surely useful. One of those mysterious silent heroes, I take it. Well, that's jolly good with me. I, on the other hand, am quite the talker, so we'll make a great team. Speaking of being a great team, I guess there's nothing left to do but embark on our first adventure. Climbing the mountain is said to strengthen your soul and fatten your purse. Let's be on our way, young master. Let's see what excitement this wondrous place has in store for us. I'm an arcade mode. In this mode, you'll fight through randomized floors by some modes in story mode. If you're new to the game, you want to consider story mode first. The arcade mode is very tough and contains spoilers for the story. Every die character will reset, but you'll get golden essence, which you use to upgrade your town. Don't be discouraged if not getting far first. You get the hang of it, and you have Trump to give you advice. Okay. So, we got the basic gist of the arcade mode. So, we are going to now quit. Curiosity. So, if I go back to arcade mode and select multiplayer, I can host or join a game. I guess I'll try hosting a game. Set password. In King as always. Ah. So maybe it doesn't remember our setting, in which case, we'll go true random. We'll call ourselves Rando. Item share is round robin. Items will be shared evenly in the group regardless of who picks them up. Each take... you know what? I like the chaos of each take. We'll put that on. Mentorship, the power of all characters adjusted for the level of the host, not implemented. Drop in, allow friends to join through Steam friend lists and that their friends join as well. And I can send an invite. Well, we're gonna check our friends. Oh, I don't see Calvisham. Rip Calvisham. I believe I just wait here until he's ready. Or maybe he could find my game. I mean, I should be Rando. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, there's Calvisham. I don't follow a single thing about DBZ. That is one of the series I took 0% interest in. I see Calvisham here. Calvisham, did you want to speak over group chat? Or not group chat. Did you want to speak over stream chat, or did you just want to do Discord? You get to see his ping fluctuate. Ooh, a bit of a delay, so we'll see how it goes there. Potentially in the future, we can let Calvisham host and see how it feels on the reverse. Too much noise here right now? Okay, so we'll just go ahead and start game. Okay. Check your journal in the menu. So we are Rando. I don't know if it saves per playthrough. So we have different skills. But presumably we just set the level as we play. And we have to redo our build every time we die, which is not a bad thing, because this might actually let us see other skills. So I'm gonna try a different spell this time. Way picking up new muffin ingredients back soon. Muffin. We see 3 different things here, presumably if we get further in the game. So we give him this, and presumably he'll make new buildings. Okay. So we see treats / curses, perks, essence, gold. Gold is presumably for buying items before a run. Essence is for the buildings. Apparently there's quests we could do. I'm gonna do the Hell Cleave dance. This is how I summon players. Oh, gather your friends. Sure, we'll try. So I believe it rates us based off of damage. Okay, so we see a mini-map in the upper right. Boy, that would have been useful earlier. I'll try not to get hit, but no promises. I don't want none of that, chat. Clear time C. Oh boy, it ranks us per room. My favorite thing of all time, chat. I love being ranked. I definitely don't really hate that as a mechanic. Oh, I took damage. It's okay, I should level soon at least. Let's go this way first. Solve the puzzle? Oh boy. It's all up to Calvisham. So, this one looks somewhat simple, I guess. Wait to see him kind of glitch through. Yeah, I don't want to touch this, because he has to presumably move it. But once he gets through there... I'm gonna let him walk around. Yeah, so essentially he needs to bring it up, then it'll come over. But then he has to be able to push it up. So this thing is in the way. In the bottom, so I'm not sure what the solution would be here. At least I feel better. We get to put somebody else on the spot for the puzzle. Yeah, like the bottom one definitely needs to move. There we go. I think Calvisham solved it now. I can move this one over. I can help slightly with the puzzle. Although, I think what Calvisham did is not correct. Because it's gonna leave him with the same issue as before. Yeah, and he's out of time. GG.
Yeah, I will say to Calvisham though, there's no way that was the correct solution, is you had to move this one over here. So this one I at least saw. Like, let's do the hypothetical. So if you were to move this all the way over here, you would have to move it up at some point. So this one in this slot can never be correct. That's the only thing I picked up out of the puzzle. But interesting, it makes you do puzzles mid-dungeon. Oh, there's an elite. Ooh, I really want to actually level later, so when we're done with the room, we'll level. Calvisham choosing to level instead of finishing the fight. That's interesting. Oh, I got an item. Interesting. Oh, we'll be like Calvisham. Oh, and you can hold it to level faster. Okay. I'll level this up one more time, for now. Got a slime card. A rank. Nice. It's interesting. So I do damage over time, not a lot. But it's better than nothing, so I'll just throw it out there. This is attack and attack speed, nice. Well, Calvisham's health looking low. Oh, magic attack, nice. Kinda needed that. Oh, I got talents. I guess I should learn magic attack percentage first? Start with this. I don't know. I didn't think about my talents in the build. I don't think it really matters at the moment. I don't have any summons, so I don't need to take summon energy down. It's not a lot of damage over time, but it is kind of a fire and forget. Well, that's not too bad. Rip Calvisham. There we go, we revived Calvisham. S rank. Yeah, we don't heal unless we level, so that much I picked up on. So it's okay, I'm playing Ultra Save. I'm gonna make sure I don't take that much damage. I'll be team carry. Oh, floor cleared. Nice. Whatever. I don't super enjoy the ranking system, but whatever. Okay, so there's a healing thing for Calvisham. The pace of it's not bad. I could see myself playing this for a little while. What do I want to complement the insect swarm is the question. Maybe I'll get a Frosty Friend? I need a fire and forget ability for sure. For you. Oh, pay gold to heal? Okay. We just need more DPS out here. So we'll try some other things. We'll keep... we'll have more distractions for Calvisham. So I'm gonna try maxing Insect Swarm as quickly as possible, but I'll have a Frosty Friend for more DPS. Though it doesn't do a lot of burst damage, which is a bit concerning. The figure Frosty Friend would help a little bit in that regards. Yeah, so far the Shadow Clone just seems pretty strong compared to the current build, but that's fine. Our trade-off is we just do annoying damage over time. So I think what I'll do for my next talent point, I want to try something new. Rush my guard, but that's fine. Fred isn't weird anymore. We're gonna kill the hive, so we stop spawning these. Yeah, so far Shadow Clone seems pretty strong. At least Calvetium will show off those kinds of things. So what we'll end up doing is let us... Let us learn a new ability. Actually, let's just improve Insect Swarm. And for magic, I think I just want... When low on energy, gain more damage. Do this for now. Looks like maybe a puzzle room is over here, and then items are above us. Heard the chickens. Oh, so, I got it. So melee is just a challenge room. It's not necessarily a puzzle. I got one in there at least. Ah, that went pretty well. Oh, is there another one somewhere? Oh, Calvetium left one up there. Oh no! Oh no, we're gonna run out of time. Oh, barely cleared it. Oh, that's actually good. Oh, I'm putting down that bandana immediately. I'll take those stats. I wish I had a different weapon, but this is fine. I tell my frosty friend to defend. Isn't too bad. I think we're done. This is presumably equipment. Mystery Salesman will let you get Laser Sword. Only have 500 gold, though. I sadly can't do anything with this guy. At least we get to see new item types. I think getting a new shield would actually be huge if I was able to buy one. Oh, that's funny. I could move Calvetium around. At least on my screen I can. Yeah, so far, as long as I just don't go into melee, I really don't take that much damage. And Frosty Friend will continue to DPS for me. Thank you, Frosty Friend. My DPS isn't great, but Frosty Friend kind of holding his own. I did not block the correct direction. That sucked. Frosty Friend, no. Unfortunate. Definitely don't want to go to the boss yet. Especially since I feel like we're gonna level. Also, it feels like Calvetium's health is almost 0, which is concerning. Run, Calvetium, run! There we go. Nice level up. Yeah, so we got a new level up. So let's just continue to level Insect Swarm, because I'm thinking if we could get it to silver rank, it could be interesting. It's not very effective at the moment, but it could be something like a late game bloomer. Was this a treasure room? What is this? It is. Ooh, that's huge for me. There we go. Now I actually have a range. There we go. My build is starting to come together. Calvetium got a different item. That's interesting. Mystery room. It's like the goddesses blessed us. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's one of those blessing and curses it mentioned before? I didn't notice any difference when that occurred. Oh, she gave us a gold skill. Oh, okay, so if I'd focused everything in Insect Swarm, could have gotten the gold one. Yeah, Calvetium said gold upgrade, that's fine. I figured it out, we're good. I still have arrows. The zoo, interesting. Oh, Calvisham exploded. Okay, so you can't have multiple insect swarms out at once. That's what I was trying to figure out. Oh, then I got a really good last chance build for me then. Rip Calvisham. He's doing his little ghost taunts. Oh, that's a big attack increase if I wanted to attack. So this is pretty good. I'm a build that doesn't like to go in, and Calvisham will just face tank everything. So it works out beautifully. Nice level up. Can't do anything here. So if I get up to Insect Swarm Gold, that could be interesting. So it is something that I'm supposed to spam pretty frequently. But that's also a great way to get rid of my energy very quickly. So I can make my Frosty friend better. Well, you know what I need? I need energy regen from my talents. That's what I should be doing now. Challenge room. Okay, what's in the challenge room? Oh, heard the chickens? Oh, there's stuff that pops up in the way. Oh, that's annoying. That is really annoying. Oh, that's... Oh, the RNG of it is awful. Why would they do this? If we see another one like these, I'm not doing the challenge room. I don't want to take damage in a challenge room. That's just supposed to be like puzzles. Whatever, I give up. Screw this puzzle. I'm not doing anything. It's not even a puzzle, it's just more annoying. Whatever. Alright, well, I didn't mind it in the other areas, but that's just obnoxious. I have enough for 2 insect swarms. Nice. Nice, let's level this. Get gold. We gotta start leveling our buddy soon. Okay, where's energy regen? Let's see. Forgot where it was. Summon's cost down is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for just energy regen. There we go. The faster we're able to cast, the better. Ooh, big insects. That could be fun. So, treasure room. So let's get a free item. And that for me is magic attack power. That's actually huge. So now my damage is starting to scale upwards. I also like the game is giving us monster cards consistently. I got way more here than I did in story mode, which is so sad. Oh, sadly I didn't really participate much there. So I do have to somewhat aim the shot, it seems. Poor Calvisham. Oh, they're doing like 40 damage a tick. That's kind of good damage for me, honestly. Let's level up. Got a card. More magic attack power. Poor Calvisham. I did level though. Let's take this opportunity to level Frosty Friend. It's just free damage for me. Then we got another gold point I can't do anything about. And let's get more energy regen. Because the more of this I have, the more insect swarms I could get. It's kind of win-win for me. Probably want attack speed and cast speed up. 'Cause the faster I could do this, the better. Another item room. But no shield, the only thing I was looking for. I mean, I could get I could just straight up get more stats. I guess that's not the worst thing ever. Oh, it would have been nice to see one of these. Let's go back into equipment and change it manually. Yeah, I think my stats are pretty good. I don't arguably need cast speed. I might just replace it with more magic power. Because for now, I'd rather everything tick for more damage. So we'll let Frosty Friend carry us. As I spam full screen. Pumpkin. Oh, we didn't fight this boss in the other game, if it existed. New boss, I guess. On the plus side, chat, my insect swarm absolutely murdered the mini minions. Did I get another plasma bracelet? That's kind of big. I didn't see what all the items were. It kind of threw a million at me. Witch's hat would be good. I don't think I need defense yet. I'm kind of one of those players. I'm gonna play ultra cautious, so I should be good. We got ASSSSSSSSSSSS for our thing. Floor 4. Nice. So far there's not really awful mini-bosses, so this is somewhat more fun than story mode at the moment, to be honest. Also, look how much damage my insect swarm is doing. There we go. There's a mystery room over here. Let's see what this is. A level up. Interesting. Well, I definitely want to get more energy regen. I think that's been helping the build significantly. Let's empower Frosty Friend. So I'm still kind of going quasi-summoner, but at least I got to see a new mechanic. Calvisham got bubble. I don't think I need it quite yet. Well, there's a challenge again. Ill in order. On the plus side, I have so many insects out, it should just die. Wasn't too bad. Ooh, a better shield. That's huge for me, actually. Arrows if I needed them. I don't really need them. Calvisham bubbled me. I'll probably get bubble in a little bit. I just wanted to make sure we get these things out here. Because I think having damage here is kind of good for me. I mean, just look at this. What we'll do... Let's get our first support ability. We'll help Calvisham. Let's create a bubble. 2 golds. We can spend towards Insect Swarm. Into Insect Swarm. This damage is pretty crazy now, to be honest with you. Get more energy regen. So you can get more Insect Swarm. And I get to choose who it is. Interesting. And it's got a 20-second cooldown. Oh, I can apply it to both. Okay, so it's just 20 seconds per player. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. And another card. Again, we're getting cards way easier here, for sure. So yeah, that's somewhat generous, even though I think there's a slightly longer delay, maybe. Yeah, our insect swarm is kind of massacring them. Oh, lots of enemies. Yeah, they're doing like 50 damage a tick now. That's not bad. Magic attack power and defense up by 5. Well, I got my first defense upgrade. 1 extra 100 health, that's kind of huge. Another chest. I actually don't want this. But hopefully that upgrades Calvisham. Not bad. So it will just keep bouncing to enemies. I mean, as you can see, it's somewhat useful, because I'm not taking damage at all in a game where, like, you don't recover your health. Another opportunity for a shop. I get the gift box shield. Can I sell things I don't need? I can. Sell this. Sell this. Sell this. I'll need this. I'll need this. I don't need either of these. I'll hold on to the materials, because I don't know if you actually sell them or need them. How much money does that leave me at? 3,600? I could get the upgraded shield if I want to. Which is not a bad idea, but we also don't have any boots. Guess we should try the Frostling shoes. Yeah, that way I just get straight up defense. Alright, so you don't have a pet either. I wasn't sure. I just didn't equip it or something. I wouldn't put it past me. I had to know. So we'll start our fight by buffing Calvisham, and then we'll focus on damage. Or Calvisham. Tell my buddy to block. Timing the parry is weird. I imagine it is if you're playing multiplayer. I would never go for the parry unless I was the host. I feel like you would just get lagged. But on the plus side, our buddy here putting in the work. Defense up and crit? No, I don't need any of that. I guess we're seeing all the items I never got to see. So far, kind of fun. Hopefully Calvisham is having a good time, despite some lag. Pretty close to the leveling again, so I can max out Insect Swarm. And then I guess I'll play defensive. I don't really want the plant summons when I have Insect Swarm. So I leveled again. I decided if I wanted a new ability or not. Level Snow Buddy. Talents, we could get our last of our energy regen. That'll be huge. I can also just increase max MP, or max energy, which I think is worth it at this point. If I can spam more Insect Swarm per room, or get like a consistent bubble, it should be good. There's a mystery room. Oh, look, a pond. Sure, why not? I don't know if there's a bonus to this other than receiving the fish. Unless the fish... Oh, never mind, I got an amazing item. Oh, I got not a fish. Interesting. I would have taken it more seriously if I realized it meant items and not just fish. I probably don't have enough time to fish, but we'll try. Oh, it'll let me finish it at least. That's kind. Oh, that time it just gave me Ice Fish. But it did just give me a huge weapon upgrade, to be fair. Like, wow. So more attack power, and it might burn enemies, apparently. Smash Slight. Ooh. It's very slow. But I don't need to attack with it often, to be fair. Calvisham with the purple blade. So I still see Flamethrower being more useful in short bursts. Oh, I took damage from that. That was dumb. But it's interesting. Sure, we'll try a challenge. Alright, trying to get your summons to kill in order? That's kind of brutal. They do whatever they want. Projectiles deal 5% less damage. Nice. That was just kind of a wall of text. I honestly wasn't picking up on what it was telling me, but I did get a regular skill that I saw. Let's get Frosty Friend a little stronger. So now we can super summon him. And then let's go for probably max energy up. There we go. 5% discount card. I saw projectiles are 5% less. That's what I saw for me. But if it gave me anything else, I didn't notice. Oops, I am missing my shots, but Frosty Friend is going to help us at least. Enemies have the chance of dropping something special. Interesting. That is just straight up an upgrade. that was nothing but pluses, so I'm just gonna put on what Calvisham is wearing, presumably. I will say, our buddies are powering up. Oh, get away from me. That's not where I meant to aim it. Room cleared, nice. Alright, so we got a goal point. Does that mean I can finally get to the max of Insect Swarm? Close. Close. His buddy needs silver points? No, you need gold points. So I can improve maybe barrier. So if I do use it in boss battles, it gives Calvisham more health. What do I need to do? Probably just increase energy or reduce cost of summons. So that gave me 3 points. So Arcane Collar's okay. Yes, the more energy I have, the more I could spam those insect swarms. Another shop. So it's kind of nice that there's ways to counter the RNG of the drops. That's nice to see. I don't need anything here, though. I already had the ice shoes. If I didn't have them, I would have bought them here. So I do appreciate the defense. Oh, I had a one-time use potion. I wasn't sure what that was. Oh, that's a shame. I shouldn't have used it. Apparently, we did pick up a health potion at some point. We get to see Calvisham upgrade himself. Oh, I got hit by the bomb. So there's the boss. I guess we're ready. On the plus side, my insect swarm will just get constant damage. Though maybe it needs to hit dead center. I think it does. Move away from the bombs. I'm definitely gonna bubble myself. I'm gonna tell my buddy to block because he's taking a lot of damage. I think our buddy can't be revived if he gets knocked out, so I do need to somewhat care. Oh. And there's the problem. I just have so much to look at as the summoner. I'm getting hit because I'm in the menus. That sucks. Okay, I'll just dodge for a little bit. Buddy will put in the work. Huh. But you gotta use the bubble again. Maybe if they... Oh, there, we can finally use the train switches. I'll let Calvisham handle that. I'll just keep hitting the boss. Because I can kind of hit it sideways. I'm at least putting in the damage. Oh, gotta move. And we'll dodge by going up here. Thank you, Insect Swarm. 'Cause I don't feel like dealing with the puzzle of the boss. Helvetian's more than welcome to do it. So this does seem like an annoying gimmick. We're gonna tell our buddy to block. As long as buddy doesn't die, we should be fine. Rip Calvetian. I like that thing constantly chucking bombs at me. That is so rude. Please stop. Oh! How did... Okay, I disagree with that hitbox. I would just like to say I strongly disagree with that bomb hitbox. That hit me so much further away than I thought it needed to be. Tell our buddy to block for a little bit. Let's see. So we lost access to the switches, which is a shame. But I have a lot of damage over time, so I don't need to really worry too much. If you kill these, then I don't need to worry about the constant bombs being aimed at me, other than from the game itself. Make our buddy heal. I could hit the switch, but I think the boss is gonna die soon enough. I don't think it matters. I don't like that my buddy has now stopped to fight these enemies. That's kind of a problem. I'm gonna tell him to block. Why is my buddy chasing me? Please just kill the boss. There we go. Should be GG. Lag is getting too little. Sorry about that, Calvetian. Reached the 6th floor, Temple of Seasons. Got an achievement. Sensei Swarm was okay. I'd like to see it in its final upgrade for sure. Oh, I took that damage there. That is not good. Treasure room. We'll take the treasure room first. Honestly, energy regen 20 sounds kind of insane. Yeah, that's gonna let me spam a lot more. So we'll give up some attack magic in order to just spam more. I think that just makes sense. Challenge room. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, they're like all at the top. That sucks. I don't really know how to hurt them when they're like this. I think the problem is I set them on fire. So I don't think I could do... I think my weapon is not good at this because I set them on fire and they seem to just run more. Thank you for the follow, Watasha Nova. Or Watashi Nova, maybe. Go this way. There we go. Let us... Oh, I didn't get a gold point. Improve utility, and let's give, guess we'll get more Arcane Collar. Which did not give me that much. Maybe I'll do the max energy going forward. Yeah, let's do max energy going forward. Just seeing if I got any new items. Nope. Yeah, so far I'm having a lot more fun with arcade mode than story mode. I feel like this is more what I thought the game would be like, to be honest. So definitely changes my opinion of the game a bit more. Well, I finally got my first item there. Yeah, like this is kind of like the chaos I was hoping for. It's a little bit of a shame I can't revive players in it. That is definitely a little bit of a shame. Oh, the enemy's already dead. Wait, what did I get hit by? That was kind of unfair. Max energy 5? Oh, that's actually huge for me. Let's... Oh, you can only do it when the prompt is there. Okay, that's fair. I wanted to test that out. Let's go for... Max energy 3. Then for talents... I want to try something new. I want to try this Reaper's Blade. So basically, I mark a target for death. So that can also help with coordinating attacks. Or if we're fighting a boss fight, we just kind of throw it out there. You can just be like, Calvisham, go over here. So I do have to target it, which is a bit unfortunate. But there are periods in boss battles where I could get away with that. So I'm kind of curious how useful it is. I'm not going to use it in normal fights, but everything else I think I will. Nice level up. Nice, we hit max insect. I guess I'll put another point in this, and we'll see how it goes. And let's get max energy up. Let's see what the big insect swarm is like. Oh, those look like they're gonna do so much damage, chat. Oh boy. So they're bigger, so hopefully they just hit more often and or more easily home into people. This seems fun. Yeah, I think I got my build figured out. We got Frosty Friend to just throw hands. I don't know if I want Storm Buddy or not. Magic attack power. Merely ask for your life. Okay, so if I want an upgrade, he's gonna hurt me. Sure? 61 of my max health? No. Never mind. I thought he meant current health, because I would have been like, sure. No. Chana, I need to actually live. No thanks. No thanks, shadier merchant with the demon eyes. So we'll try to shield Calvisham at the start of boss battles. Or even honestly, the start of rooms is not the worst thing ever either. Oh, it was already over. Well, Operation Shield Calvisham is in effect. Oh, they died before it even landed. That's so sad. Treasure room for sure. Max HP 80, interesting. Magic attack +5 and attack speed up, maybe. Super shield. I probably want the super shield. Although it says but, I don't remember what that does. So let's at least get this, because this is just free stats. Oh, and that's all I can afford. Okay. This is fine. My attack speed is slow. I might need it for hitting projectiles later. More importantly, it makes all of our attacks stronger. So we'll see how this goes. No, we're just gonna shield Calvisham at the start of every battle. Ah, this boss. Oh. Boss wasn't targetable yet, that sucks. And it popped the shield. I'm gonna try to shield Calvisham here a little bit. Make our buddy heal. Oh, what? Why did my... Okay, whatever. I'm not good at paying attention to multiple heads. I'm gonna work on that. Get out of here. Oh, I didn't think all 3 heads could attack. That was an unfortunate surprise. At least this battle's almost over. Was he seriously out of range? That's just not fair. I got cut off from the boss. Also, what am I supposed to do about this? Game, please. Game, is the flame gonna go away? Wow, that feels kind of... Oh, there was a small gap I could have gone in. My bad. Whatever. Hey, tell our buddy to heal. And so I do need to shield this next attack or just dodge. And that's fine. I still really hate that one. The orb should not break in this fight. Yeah, probably. I mean, I didn't like this boss in story mode, so nothing has changed about my opinion. I still don't like that boss. Was it just me, or did the flames never go away? That also felt kind of unfair to me. Because I'm just waiting for it, and it just never ended, so I had to take damage there, which kind of sucked. I'm not super happy about that boss, but whatever. I could have marked for death, but honestly... Oh, they go when you hit the orb. Yeah, see, I didn't play it enough in story mode to remember if it was, like, permanent or not. Yeah. I'm gonna try to protect Calvisham. Oh no, spinners. I forgot. I stopped him from spinning at least. I'll probably pay to heal. Alright, so now I definitely want to sell items next time we get a chance to get to heal up. So that unfortunately drained like most of my health. Just, you know. I'll just shrug on that one. Again, I just felt kind of unfair. I didn't like the boss initially, and it just feels harder in arcade mode. So good to know, I guess. We should probably get Blink at some point. Probably get it after I level again. So we don't really need any more blue skills. Treasure room, let's go there. Hack power up, nope. Yeah, I wasn't sure if these dropped anything. Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Wondering if we get free gold here, but not really. Yes, I think the mission is to just keep Calvisham alive every room. That way when he melees, he can do whatever he wants. Lots of money, so I could heal if I need to. Might be worth doing. Let's get our first point in Blink. Got another talent. Let's go for probably max energy. There we go. That way I have more bubble and insect swarm. Is it okay to get this far in the first try? Maybe. I mean, I'm playing a very cheesy build, so, I mean, I'll probably hard carry most of these. I just have to survive. Don't really want crit. Don't need this. Oh, I never equipped the thing that... Oh, I thought it automatically equipped. That's annoying. Let's go sell that then. Water Hat is actually a big increase for me. I might actually switch to that. On the plus side, be double horns. I actually have a lot of money to just heal myself before the boss. So I might ask Calvisham to go back with me. And also actually equip the thing, because I thought when I bought it, I automatically equipped it, but apparently not. So I got a small damage increase, and also it makes my minion tankier, I believe. We have one defense item, which is our boots. I could switch over to losing defense for more magic attack power, which honestly I think I want to do. I think I just need raw stats. And energy regen is pretty much never going to leave us. I'll put on the baby devil horns for Chan. Yeah, I don't think I need to go back yet. But what's that room to the left? Oh, just open unexplored room. That's fair. Yeah, you can see our insect swarm is just absolutely massacring these things. Like, they're actually just straight up killing it, even though he's bouncing around the room. It's pretty silly. A challenge room of some sort. Sure, we'll see what it is. Heard the chickens, but there's an enemy. Chicken, please. Thank you. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't block in time. No, Calvisham's sitting it. I don't. No. Can't get it out of the corner when it's in the corner. So sad. Take the money though. So yeah, probably right as we go to find the boss, we're gonna go back for healing. I imagine Calvisham is money, and I'm sure he would love to be full health for the boss. But until then, we can just kill things. Oh, we got a card. When below 20%, get attack speed and cast speed up? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay to heal. I feel like that's the smart thing to do when you're in a harder area. Yeah, we kept the majority of our cash still. So I could buy another healing thing later. Yeah, Calvisham having another 164 is pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely nurse in quotations for sure. So I'll probably start by bubbling Calvisham again, because I have bubble at near max, and then I'm gonna try to mark the boss for death. Oh. Not what I thought we'd be fighting, but sure. Oh, so if bubble doesn't break, I can recast it. Oh, that's fair. So I don't need to worry about Calvisham taking damage or not. That feels a lot more balanced. Just need to bubble myself a little bit and then we're good. Also, it's kind of funny I'm sending insects to deal with Queen Bee. Kind of messed up. Oh, I'm in poison. Thank you, Bubble. I lost my bubble forever, sadly. Darn it, Queen Bee just attacked me. Thank you. Calvisham shield up. I feel like this boss is actively trolling me. Is it not gonna dive attack? Please? Come on, seriously? Why is this boss untargetable for so long? Alright, chat. These are the kind of mechanics I don't appreciate in video games. I'm literally just waiting for the boss to become targetable. So dumb. Okay. Oh, almost got it. So close. It's not hard. It's just more tedious than anything else. There we go. Oh. Oh, we have to actually kill everything even though Queen Bee died. Oh, that's also kind of annoying. I thought the boss battle would just end. Oh, well, let's chill Calvisham. Even if, you know, he gets hit, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. This is an example of not good boss design. Please don't put this in here. Critical damage up, don't care. I'm just gonna shake my head, Chad. I don't approve of those kinds of bosses. At least I get to heal again. So fortunately that boss did very little damage to us. But now I understand how bubble works a little more. Again, our goal will be to just bubble Calvisham as much as possible. Keep his health total high. I'll just manually dodge. Should be mostly fine. As I get hit. Yeah, that's fine. We had bubble. So close to dying. There we go. Oh, this is... Is this a path? Let's go over here first. We're gonna play defensively. Get a level up. Let's make Link cheaper, and let's get more energy, because I am running out of energy pretty often. So I'm hoping this extra 3 energy will scale a bit easier with us. And again, that boss also wasn't a super great time to mark for Reaper. It's kind of unfortunate. I was thinking like a more stationary boss. A stationary boss I want to mark for death. Just say like they're dead. Okay, so there's a treasure over here. Calvisham getting static touch. Nice. I mostly just want to sell items I don't need. That way I could get stuff from the nurse, maybe. Yeah, like I don't need most of these. I still don't know if I need the materials for anything else. I'm holding on to them because I just don't know better. I don't really care about crit builds, so I'm just gonna sell that. I have a lot of money for later, at least. Oh, door, can't do anything here. At least we have money if there's a nurse here. I didn't even look to see what he offered, to be honest with you. I don't think it matters. I think our goods are pretty good. Okay. Thank you, Shield, for protecting me from the nonsense. Oh, I didn't see the other thing because of its own death animation. That kind of sucked. I would have blocked if I saw it. There we go. Challenge room, sure. Don't get hit. Alright. That went pretty well. I don't know if Bubbles saved us or cheesed the challenge, but that's fine. So yeah, this will give Calvisham more leeway. we go. Mystery room. Max energy up. Maybe. But not right now. Oh. Grindea treasure, lucky for us. Talon orbs. Ooh. The question is, what do I actually want? Do I really want to put all that in more energy, or is there something else I should be taking? We get more life. Could make utility spells cheaper. So far, I don't see the point of potions in this challenge. Want anything in magic? I mean, you know what? I might as well just get the energy, even if it's not a lot. I mostly just need to make sure I could just bubble into bubble, and then from there I start casting. So not the most ideal, I would say, usage, but I do want my energy. So that way I could just do that guaranteed. I think that's pretty huge to be able to do that. So Calpetian's bubble broke, so he's gotta be careful. Seriously, it jumped as soon as it targeted? That sucks. What is it fighting over here? There's nothing over there, game. Alright, so my insect swarm is bugged. Great. Wow, that's actually so unfair. That is actually so unfair. I can't do my main attack because the game won't let me. Thanks, game. They're all bugged in the corner. So that is really unfortunate. Okay, treasure room. No nurse. This might not be the worst. Just shake your head, chat. Like, come on. How is that fair? Like, it just ate my attack spell in the corner, even though I aimed at the enemy that was targetable. What BS. Lightsaber. Don't need it. I'm so close to leveling, which is a shame. If this boss has mobs, it might actually level me mid-battle. My goal is to just dodge. If I happen to hit the mini ones, good. Ooh, I thought I was blocking. You definitely gotta dodge here. Oh, I couldn't see the floor where it was spawning. Come on. This boss. Alright, let's try to shield, I guess. Tell our buddy to block, because I don't know what his health total is. The shield on Calvetian briefly. Try to kill the mini bosses. Alright, that time I saw it on the floor. Tell her. Oh, I was locked in my spell, sadly. Oh, that was a poorly aimed spell. That was my fault. So both our bubbles broke, so I can't bubble for the rest of the encounter. Or at least I'm not allowed to bubble. On under me. Wow, it is. Okay, I'm feeling a little targeted there. I think I killed the purple one at least with Calvetian's help. Worse? Make it a little better. If I could kill the annoying mobs, I'll do better. Yeah, I think this boss battle's over. Unfortunate. I mean, we're getting pretty far. As long as I keep Calvetian alive. What's this? Did Ball come all the way here? Not many do. Show me the fruit of your battles. Oh wait, what? You're taking all of our items? Or is this actually over? Catalyst of power? What happened? What is this thing? True power is a blade sharpened eternal. You mastered this trial, yet you are not strong enough. With this catalyst, you'll find challenge anew and grow further through its adversity. This is the wish of the goddess. Yeah, we first tried clear. Good job, Calvisham. You carried me in the first few rooms because I didn't do anything. I was useless. But I feel like once I leveled Insect Swarm, I think I did okay. And I think the strategy of me just going very defensive ended up helping for some of the more annoying bosses. So we could have had a stronger buddy who's just bouncing to the music currently. Now open your eyes and sleep. Okay. Game over. Submit to Steam? Hell no. We got 26,000 in cash. Game over said F9 for some reason. Suddenly back here, what just happened? Was it all just a dream? Tucker trips. Got a lot of gold saved up. Maybe we should use it to get an alchemist move in. That would help us a bit on our adventures. Oh, can we finally get Can we get reusable potions? I'm sure that would make Calvisham super happy. I know he and I got kind of low on a couple boss fights, so it would be nice if we could have healed. Maybe we should talk to Bishop about this. Sure. We'll find out together. Oh, I'm just a random character now. That's kind of funny. I guess the randomize kicked in. Hey, Master Bishop, sir. We just had the weirdest. What happened was real, Trunk. Now possess a catalyst, a manifest symbol of the path to victory. I imagine you have to clear a certain number of times to get to the true final area, which is fair. It makes it so that you don't go into the final area with no potions by accident. Although, honestly, if it just let us die at some point in there, I would have been fine too. By drawing upon its power, you can strengthen your enemies and find struggle once again. Oh, okay. What? Why would we do that? The mountain is dangerous enough as it is. Dangerous enough? Not nearly, Trunk. Climbing it requires such frightening power that it splits the skies. That's when it's dangerous enough. Well, if you ask me, I'd rather have a better shot at winning. You're just a sidekick, Trunk. Why would I ask you? Oof, burn. Oh, speaking of oof. Oof. You make a good point, Master Bishop, sir. Support whatever decision Rando makes. Good. Whenever you want to adjust the number of catalysts, come speak to me. Okay, so it's like a difficulty selector. So how do we do any of this? Pay 20,000 to get a wishing well. I think for quick well, there's a lot of hard work for people to do. There's a wishing well. You can get an alchemist for 2,500. I think we'll do that, but so there's a bridge here. So it's kind of interesting. So every clear, we potentially get another one. So we can build our own house in the adventure mode, which we should do last. Tavern allows for quests. So that might be our next goal. By the way, you can't do anything. Yeah, I had a feeling because this is my world. You're in my world now, Calvisham. Let's go ahead and get the alchemist for Calvisham. I mean, this would also make like an arrow user more usable, which is fine. Oh, look, an alchemist came here right away. He's so old too. He must know all kinds of things. That's right, little artifact. Long decades of hard work have created the human library you see before you. No one makes better potions than I, but don't take my word for it. Here, have this potion flask free of charge. Now the runs just became easier. Now then, have a look at my selection and choose your desired potion. Empty bottle is not so useful. New face in town, Remedy. Let's talk to him. Pretty sure first clear was not in the devs plan. Bad health potion, something here prevents a remedy from brewing health potions, you should stay away. Okay, so you can't use it to get health potions. That's kind of unfortunate. That's the only thing I actually wanted, to be honest with you. I guess increasing my own damage is okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have unlocked the alchemist if I thought there wasn't like a weaker version of the health potion. But I guess if you want to be the archer, expects a massive dialogue backup due to clearing too fast. I mean, I guess if you want to be the archer, this one's okay. If you really want that ranged option, it's there. I don't really care about maximum % EP. So I'll just do my own stats. Do you want to learn about fringing? Maybe. This guy now is a quest. Let's talk to him. See if you have the hands of some essence our Grindea. It's crystallization of our goddess's power. Bring them to me and I might fashion them in useful perks that might help you in your journey. Oh no. Higher difficulty, healing is strong. Old Essen. So we could do these. Manage perks. Interesting. Big quiver. Okay, now I could be like the other person. Raise time for clearing challenges. Interesting. So presumably I can only put one perk at a time. Oh, unless I could just buy another one. I mean, that works. So let's see. So I can start with certain weapons instead, which is interesting. I don't know if there's anything I want. I'll take Time Warp for the team. I feel like that just kind of makes sense to do. And then this one's kind of a throwaway one. I might get the max health up, to be honest. 5% health. So let's think about it this way. If we ended with 600 health, and let's say the 5% is on the total health, that's only about 30 health, which to me is not very useful. I actually think the 25 health is more useful for me, because I'm not going to put on HP gear for the most part. That's just a free bonus health. I would have liked more energy, to be honest with you. If there was something that was energy start, I would have been all over that. But I can mold essence into items if I want to, but I don't want to yet. I'll leave it up to Calvisham. Did you want to see what the next catalyst was like? Are you up for one more? Otherwise, I'll spin in circles for a bit. So that didn't take super long to do. Just spin in circles for now. And starting with more max health and more time for challenges is kind of nice. Although it makes the dodge challenge worse, maybe. Probably have to stop in the middle, can't? Okay, that's fair. There we go. Just felt like typing in to see what it was like. So we have treats and curses. That was interesting. Yeah, I will say, I did like this a lot more than story mode. And noticeably, chat, it's because most of the bullshit bosses weren't in this one. I suddenly had fun with the game again. So I could see myself returning to this for sure. Once we're done with story mode, I have 0% desire to go through story mode again. But this seems actually pretty fun. So now my recommendation of the game has changed because I think this mode is actually solid enough to carry. I think story mode might be okay. Yeah, I think story mode might be okay in co-op, I would say. It could be fun to have like a friend help you out with some of the stuff, because some of it just felt like way too much for single player or like casual gameplay, but with co-op maybe it's fine. But yeah. Oh, I have the big stick. Oh no. So yeah. I guess we'll pause for now. I mean, potentially we could swap games. I don't want to start a mode all the way through. Yeah, no problem, Calvisham. Yeah, sorry for the late start. I feel like if I'd started on time, we could have done another run. Since that would have been like another 40 minutes or so. But oh well. Can't change what happens when you're really tired. Sometimes you just need that extra hour and a half of sleep. And you're like, yeah, it's gonna delay the stream. I'm gonna let you know I did not even come remotely close to waking up. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. I'm curious how much it scales in multiplayer. I might try a single run. And then we'll end the stream there. We'll save and quit for now. And we'll go back to arcade mode single player. Oh, it doesn't save our look for the character. Oh, let's just randomize then. I'm bold and pink Saya. Interesting. And remember my name. I mean, I guess that works. Okay, so single player and multiplayer do carry over the perks. We just have to know, chat. We have to know. I gotta solve it. So I'll try one run without the bonuses, see how it feels. And then maybe if Calvisham's free next time, we'll try with the catalyst on. Arrows can hit more than one target at once. I did not know that. This is kind of annoying. We really need a damage spell. The game is really making sure I don't get an opportunity to level. Kinda sucks. Hold again. Can I please... I was gonna say, can I please take this opportunity to give myself some spells? So we're gonna try Flamethrower for bosses. Insect Swarm was interesting. I might go for Frosty Friend again. That's just kind of a fire and forget. And then what we should do is just energy regen for sure. Oh, energy regen, but also just take max damage up, because we're gonna be capping for sure all the time. Go to the boss immediately, but I don't want to. What? What is this? Traveler says, "What a place. It's just my kind of atmosphere." Who are you? What did you do to the enemies? They just all went poof. I was gonna say, Trunk is speaking for the chat on that one. Who am I? A traveler, a gambler, friend of the unexpected. Also, chat, I'm gonna guess by the look of the character and the random things hanging on the bag. I'm assuming this character is meant to be an homage to the Legend of Zelda Mask Salesman. I'm assuming so. Sticklers hate me and the underdogs love me. Victories against impossible odds and perfect plans going wrong. That's my magic and passion. That's kind of incredible, sir. I don't mind seeing impossible victories, but how does your magic work? Bends the rules and turns the tables. You can tap into it by equipping pins. You find them quite useful, I bet. So we just need to be on the lookout for these pins and they'll help us. That's the gist. Say, what's that sweet smell? Someone baking apple pie? Oh, yes, that would be Muffin. Just stop by our lovely town and taste some. I can show you the way if you'd like. That's all right. I'll just follow my nose. Good luck and take care. Here's a pin for the road. Arrows now cast Ice Nova on hit? Okay. That sounds kind of OP. Wow, okay. Yeah, we were definitely not meant to clear the first one. I'm just saying, chat. Oh, I'm getting hit a lot. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did take a lot of damage there. That could cause me to lose the run. Still in order. Stupid Hell Rabby. So Flamethrower is pretty risky. So this is what we learned. Just don't take Flamethrower next time. I can't afford it this early. In multiplayer, I think it's fine. I thought I was out of range. You know what? I should probably just die and let the run end. I don't think I could continue with this. As cool as the Ice Nova is, I'm just like, yeah. I didn't realize how annoying it was going to be to try to win with the, with just Flamethrower. So note to self, don't ever do Flamethrower unless you're in multiplayer, because that is just too short range. Is there something I could do in the meantime to help clear rooms? I mean, I guess I summon Plant just to spam something. Yeah, I think it's over, sadly. I just took too much in the initial rooms. Unless we get bailed by a healer. I'm not gonna say it can't happen. This is not very likely. That would have been more useful earlier. Thank you, game. I mean, I guess if I just don't get hit at all. Because I need something that hits the boss at a distance. So if I put down plant summons, we could be okay. Actually, this is not the boss I thought we were going to fight, so this is fine. Alright. That was a much easier boss than I thought we were going to fight. All damage is halved on perfect... All shield damage of perfect are reduced to 1. Wow. Okay, so pins are really overpowered. This is what we learned. We won without pins, Calvisham. Yeah, that boss battle was not that hard. I was worried it was going to be some super nonsense. So yeah, let's focus on plant summons in the build, and I'll ignore flamethrower for now. Our little buddy's doing some damage there. We can level it for more range. So we don't have like a perfect room clear. So I wish I did have another ranged option. So if I were to do this again, I would probably pick, maybe Chain Lightning over Flamethrower, because I just want to play safe. But I think right now we need to level our summons as much as possible. And for now, let's also just get more energy. So thank you, Max Health Up. You were actually useful. Yeah, I'll take a more defense. Curiosity, if I drink this and leave rooms, it does carry over to the next room. Okay, so I could save myself some cast time in certain rooms. That's interesting. Oh, I was trying to shield, but I guarded it the wrong way. That sucked. And you have the right idea, but just bad. Okay, killed that thing at least. It killed our buddy. We got through it eventually. Probably still want more energy regen. Let's go for a plant spam build. And this eventually getting projectiles will help us. Anything I could get that would help me clear? Defense plus 5. No, I think getting the energy, max energy plus energy regen is kind of huge for our build. I'm not going to change it. I could just drink this before every room, which is good to know. There's the nurse. Alright, so this run is looking more alive at least. It went from hopeless to I could do it. Just by beating a boss. That is not the block button. I don't know why I hit that button. That was dumb of me. I did die, so that's all that matters. Oh, random brambles. Come on. There we go. That is kind of cheap, though, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of that. Do these regrow at all, or they die once they're gone? 'Cause if these don't regrow, this is not awful. Okay, they don't regrow. That's doable. No, why did they go that way? Game, please. Okay, I don't fully understand the angles of them. They do seem somewhat random. Like, they go in the right direction for a bit, and then they just do nonsense like this. So it feels pretty trolly. Like there. Whatever. You win this time, chickens. It's gonna wait it out. It's like they do follow it briefly, but then they just do like serpentine motions and stuff like that. I don't really want to give up my life. I go, nah. Right, chat? Nah. So I guess I should just sell every item I come across, more or less. Since I don't really benefit from it. Oh yeah, this is the boss I thought we were gonna fight earlier. Oh, I didn't think he would reach me. Ooh, tried attacking me there. think I just block it outright. I'm not even gonna risk perfect guarding. Get the boss. Yeah, I'm gonna take no risks here. And we're now back at full health. We got another pin. Random enemy battle. Random enemy will start in stasis. Okay. Did I seriously not reach them? It's so sad. Let's level probably plants and then get more energy regen. This should almost be at the point where I can get the gold on the plants and they'll be a lot more useful. Absolutely. I just saw a wall of stats. Pretty sure that's what I wanted, right? Not hallucinating. It gave me defense. It was more than the other hat did. It also gave me magic attack power, which is fine. I think some of our summons can crit, except for Blob Buddy. Blob Buddy, I don't think crits. Oh, random brambles. That kind of stuff feels unfair to me, where it's just literally just random. Like, they're not in the room immediately, but then they just spawn under you. That feels kind of unfair. I wish you started... I wish when you came in the room they were already up, then I would not walk into them. You know what I mean? I feel a little more fair that way. Ooh, a lot of enemies. Tell our buddy to guard. There we go. Got through it eventually. Oh, there's more. It just kind of sucks, because I was literally I was holding R1 and not paying attention to the room again. Man, I just... Not a fan. Okay, okay, we're not done apparently. There's more. Of course there's more. Oh, I keep forgetting that thing hits so vertical. I keep forgetting, chat. That thing's hitbox is just stupid. I shouldn't try to walk out of its range. It'll just hit me. Yeah, so still not a big fan of hitboxes in this game. That hasn't changed. But now at least I should be able to do this. So I might still be okay. We'll see. How about low and health do more damage? Okay, so you could just sell the miscellaneous items instantly for money. That's fair. Sadly, though, I don't think I got anything of interest. So this is going to be very difficult if we don't see a healer soon. Oh, it spawned under me. Come on. I think I'm dead here, chat. This enemy is the worst. I think I'm gonna skip the challenge. Oh, I bonked into the thing that spawned as I was moving. Thanks, game. Still not a fan of that mechanic. OBS, please. Not right now. Mystery room, sure. I mean, I should probably get bubbles so I have a small chance of surviving this. I think that's the only thing that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I might have to close the run, sadly, if it doesn't go back. So it's just gonna say connecting to chat, and I'll see, like, where is he, blah, blah, blah. And that kind of stuff annoys me while in the middle of a run. I really just want to focus on it. Let's get more energy. I could bubble immediately. I think I can play the range game on this enemy at least. At least I have like the perfect combination of things to deal with the bosses. Shield now blocks all attacks from all directions. Probably this one. I think 360 block would be huge for me. Is this seriously not coming back? Really? Really, internet? Of today? Like, I was like almost done with the stream. Well, I'm gonna keep going. If it doesn't come back, I'm just gonna complete the run. That sucks. I got more healing at least. Do I try restarting my internet? One moment, I guess. Huh. According to that, I should still have internet. I guess I should check briefly. Am I able to reach Google? No. Okay, well, let me hard restart and see if that fixes it. Oh well. Let's continue the run for now. Because I don't think I can pause the run. I don't have the ability to, I think. Just end the run. Super unfortunate. Well, I guess I'll do this without chat. Now I can focus my points on the buddy to make him stronger. See how it goes from here. Challenge rooms. I actually don't think I want to do any challenge rooms. I think I just want to end the run. I want to kill as many monsters as possible. Don't get me wrong. Oh, I didn't realize that was heat-seeking me. That was interesting. What? What even just hit me then? Did I get hit by, like, the portal underneath my own ally or something weird there? Unfortunate. Alright, so we'll try to get Plant Buddy up, and then we can level our Frosty friend a little more. So that way his damage and health is higher, because he is taking a lot of damage. So he's kind of like me. He's taking a little more than he should. Let's see. Guess I'll increase my energy so I can spam more plants. That's not the skill that I want. Wanted to do that one. Oh, it did reconnect. Nice. Well, I'm gonna keep going with the run. Welcome back, chat. We just gotta play really defensively here. I think I need to get Blink really soon. I don't want to mess with these enemies at all, chat. Okay, so we can sell the junk. Then we can get new items. I'd like to get shoes, because my defense is okay. This is actually huge for us, because we're using the plant buddies. So I think I'm going to buy this. I think that just makes sense to do. That's a big magic attack increase, but also it extends the life of our plants, if I remember correctly. So what I'm going to do, this is really bothering me. I'm not using Flamethrower. Can I undo Flamethrower? I can. Costs money, though. Should probably do it. I want Frosty Friend here instead. It having more health and damage, I think, is just more useful to me at the moment. Let's see. Let's catch chat up on things. Let's... Can I put Frosty Buddy on more than one slot? I'm just curious. I can. Interesting. Then, in which case, with that in mind, I'm going to put Bubble here in case I don't react in time. It's faster for me to just tap Y entering a battle, so I can just do stuff like this. Still getting a decent amount of cash. We got 360 guard from the last boss, so this should help me significantly. Oh, can you not shoot that thing from there? Guys, please. Alright, so I could heal with the nurse. I think I will. It's a case. Alright, let's get to at least, say, 240. Hold the rest in case we get something useful later. We got another level up. Probably should go to Buddy, so he lasts longer. More damage, more health is just useful. And I think what I want to do is maybe more max energy, honestly. If I'm low on energy, I guess I could do this. Yeah, that'll help Buddy last longer and also make our plants do more damage. Hopefully Chan is doing well. I'm doing okay. I think our items are fine. Nobody to block. So you can see I have like a lot of projectile lists, which are fine. So if I need to snipe the boss, I can. I will take a massive shield upgrade. That's huge for us. Summon a Fae that shoots fireballs for you. Let's do that instead of stasising an enemy. The other one in the trash. Upstream Elements is back as well. So far, this is going okay. I don't have Calvicium, so I gotta emulate Calvicium's damage somehow.
Fireball!
Indeed, we do have Fireball. I mean, this just seems like free DPS, which I probably won in boss battles, to be honest with you. So yeah, I don't think you were intended to beat it on the first try, given, like, how much of an advantage this seems to give you. Or maybe this is meant for the enhanced difficulty only. Max energy up. Sure, actually. We'll wear the crown. Do we get sell our junk items? So I still have an okay amount of cash. We get the boots, that would be huge for us. But I don't think I have too much to sell. I definitely don't need this. Oh, I didn't realize I picked up those. We could keep this one if I'm not sure. Don't need this. I could switch to the new shield that I picked up earlier. Don't need an attack ring. Don't need basic shields. Venture vest. Oh, I could have swapped into better gear is what I'm learning there. Interesting. I think I'm just a little shy of purchasing it, right? Yeah, I need another 500. So I got a little greedy with the nurse there. I could sell my shields, I guess. I think we will do that. And then I don't need this. So I think getting more defense is kind of important. And plus I think this makes me immune to the frost effects. There were some bosses at the end with too much health. I don't know what that's in Revelation 2. I'm confused. Defense up, attack speed, sure. Do you mean like in our first run? Oh yeah. That is really easy. They're not quite as fast as charged up insects, but I have more utility with them. I think I'm kind of fine as is with this. And I think Buddy's almost maxed. Nice. We could get another level of Buddy. I think what I want to do is just constantly energy up. So I think 1 point in Arcane Collar is worth it. Which confused the game briefly. Need to sleep. guess I could check the mystery room now. Oh, it's just one of these. Yeah, no. Right, chat? Nah. I'm gonna go with them. Yeah, because now I have like a lot of melee damage if they get close to me. Their time is not great, but that's fine. Listen, I'm gonna play it super safe. I'm not gonna die here. I don't care how lame it is. like I will succeed this, chat. Get out of here. Okay, so the cards are random, it seems. Like, we're not getting guaranteed cards kind of deal. Yeah, we're gonna go, how about no? Get out of here. Yeah, I like kind of... Oh, there's still more? What is going on? That's awkward. Thank you, shield. Definitely, must persevere indeed. Chill if freeze effects last longer. Well, I got Frost Nova. But, yeah, that was a lot of things to fight. So, let's see. We're almost at max plant minion. I could put another point in barrier, because that's just more health. So, no downside to this at all. When I'm low on magic, do more damage. So let's get as much damage scaling as we can. Challenge room. Don't get hit. Wish I had blink. Also, I think we move faster because I took the ice boots earlier, so this is pretty cheesy. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cheesy. So we'll take the free challenge clear, I guess. Wow, that didn't even come remotely close to hitting me. We got a magic attack power up, but sadly I don't think I need it. Touch it to repair your shield? No, no thanks. I think I need to keep the thing that I have on because this makes our summons last longer. If I was doing my other build, I would have taken the upgrade. Oh, so the bosses are some... Oh, that's an annoying gimmick. That is a very annoying gimmick. I should have just held guard longer. What is he doing? Guard crushed me. Well, we got bubble at least. I just held guard at the end. I kind of had enough of whatever he was doing, chat. No, I don't care about critical strike. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do, but I had enough, chat. Like, no thanks. But nice, we got ass as our rating. Feels appropriate. So I need at least one melee one is what I'm learning, because that is actually what helps clear the fastest. The projectile one seems to do less damage, but obviously is the trade-off of it has range. So I think we just level barrier again. Probably more max energy. I'm more likely to do things. Eventually I need to take Blink for a boss. That was a brutal room clear. Wow. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's see. Game, I just want to level. You're holding my level hostage. So start does make it clear the messages, but it didn't let me do what I needed to do either. Okay, now I can afford Blink. So sadly, I never really fought a boss where I could use Reaper's Blade. I mean, I could still technically do it with myself, but that's fine. Where's my Blink skill? I guess what I should do... Can I just make every button on my final page blink? Because I don't think I'm getting another skill. I'm trying to remember all the menus. There we go. Alright, so I went brain dead, no thought, blink. I don't want to think about what button it's on. I just want to be like, yeah, that's just so chat knows what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing in the upper right or upper left, I mean. Okay. Oh, it's just the boss here. That's kind of awful. Did just enough damage at least. So I got a gold point, so we've almost mastered the plan. I guess I can upgrade Blink so it's cheaper, and then get more energy. I feel like that's the right call. And then after that, we'll put another point in Buddy for more health and whatever. Nice. It's an item room down here. We're ending up with more cash since I actually sold our extras. Sorry, I wasn't sure if like you would actually keep it for the next area. Lose defense, get a lot of magic power. Maybe? I mean, maybe. Could try it for now and see how I feel. I mean, I have other things that add defense, right? Yeah, I got 2 things that add defense. Let's try to get more damage. Alright. I think I actually got them to go up there. I was so close to getting in. Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I got all of them. It's close. You gotta be kidding me. Nope. There we go. Crit defense. Don't really need it. For every unique skill cast in a row gains skill damage. I don't really care about that. Listen, I'd rather have the utility of Ice Nova for friends if I'm gonna do stuff. Because I miss all the shots. Yes, I think slowing them down, plus the enhanced chill, is just kind of worth it. Oh, I got hit. Right as I went to throw my shield out. That sucks. Too slow. Thank you, Bubble. Spending more damage. Mystery room. Don't really care. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I never got the extra potion at any point, I don't think. That's fine, though. I don't think I need it. No, I don't think I want either of those. Gonna say no. Oh, this boss again. Oh, and it unsummons too. That's so rude. So I guess guarding might be useful here. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. This is unfortunate because this is definitely my least favorite boss. It's just like, please stop. I went to shield. Oh, getting flustered again. Really hate this boss. Okay, guard broke us, but that's fine. That's fine. I absolutely hate this boss. Get me out of here. Physical senses amount of willpower to drive and improve and go stronger. As long as that will, that hunger continues, so shall he. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the boss, chat. I really hate fighting that boss, and it just pisses me off every time I fight it. Like, give me almost any other boss. That's like the one boss I don't want to fight. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff on the ground, and it's just like, it feels like it shouldn't hit you, and then it does. And then it burns you with the fire ailment, and there's not a clean way of getting rid of it. I just hate this boss. Yeah. So we'll move on for now. Whoa, you look completely different than you did just moments ago. Are you the same boy? For some lost souls, appearance is irrelevant, so it might fluctuate. Such seems to be the case for this one. Appearance is irrelevant, huh? I, for one, am a talking suitcase, so I suppose I agree. Anyway, you did well for your first try, young master. What do you mean first try? We beat it already. Oh no, chat, we confused the game. Chat, we actually confused the game. That wasn't our first try. Wait a minute. Chat, wait a minute. Next time I'm sure you'll do even better. Yeah, we kind of already did. On another note, Mr. Carpenter is for hard work clearing the area and some of the bushes. Other improvements, we could build various improvements, perhaps get people to move in. I Patrocles did, I did. I put up signposts at locations where buildings could fit. Feel free to take a look and tell me if you want to build anything. We keep on going on adventures. We'll soon to this place in our own little paradise settlement, young master. That's fine. So yeah, I just really hate the Hydra. I really wish that boss was not in there. Like, I literally lost all my health to Hydra that entire floor. I took, like, no damage from anything other than Hydra. Kinda sucks. So, I don't know what I would do if I were playing solo. I'll do it through co-op. I guess for now, I'll save up to get a third slot. I mean, I guess I could just get rid of the time slot there. Just get scaling health, which makes barrier stronger. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I think I'm done with the runs. I don't really want to fight Hydra again. It's probably my third or fourth least favorite boss from story mode, with the obvious boss of Big Eye being up there and the rematch versus the one boss where it's a survival match. I really hated that one, and King Mimic. I think those are the only three that are above it, to be honest with you. And Hydra is really high on that list. The bosses I really did not enjoy fighting. So, unfortunately, it seems like that boss is forced, or I'm just unlucky that I got it twice in a row. But yeah, not a fan at all of the flamethrower attack. Yeah, I'm happy Evil Eye isn't there. If Evil Eye ends up in one of these runs, I will absolutely stop playing arcade mode, because I have no interest in fighting that boss ever again. I literally will just end run. I don't even feel like dealing with it, unless we're, like, really overpowered. So anyway, so sadly, Hydra put me in a bad mood, so I'm probably going to stop before I do more runs. So we'll talk about how we feel about arcade mode in general. Well, aside from Hydra, I do like it. I'm just not happy that that boss is in that mode. And it's weird because I feel like a lot of the easier bosses are not in arcade mode, and they're replaced with mini bosses that have like extra gimmicks, which to me is very weird. I'm kind of happy we didn't fight the Infernal Machine boss. That one's also kind of tedious. It's not really hard, it's just more kind of slow. Like, I know the gimmick is to hit it with the train, but it just feels... That's another boss I'm not super thrilled with. I'm not going to say I hate the boss, but I don't enjoy fighting him at the same time either. So if it's going to give me mini bosses like the pirate / gang member or our rival, that's probably fine. I don't have problems with them. Queen Bee was pretty obnoxious. Again, not a hard battle, just kind of a time waster. So I don't really enjoy fighting her either, even though she's not hard by any stretch of the imagination. Just like when she's invincible 80% of the boss time, it's just like, why? Don't make bosses like this, please. So, not bad. I might consider more co-op if Calvisham is around. If Calvisham is not around, I will probably just stick to other games. I don't feel super inclined to play it solo all the way through. I think I saw what I wanted to see with it. So, I think what I'm going to do, since I'm, again, not in a good mood from fighting Hydra, I absolutely, really hate that boss, and its gimmicks, and its random bullshit environment slows, and everything else. We'll do our final thoughts on another day. And I think what we'll do is we will probably move to a new game, unless Calvisham is free next weekend. Because we'll do, like, maybe an earlier stream start for some co-op runs. And then from there, maybe we'll go into like PSO more consistently or something. It's not... I'm kind of interested in seeing some of the other features if we get to the end, but I need Calvisham to just get me through Hydra boss, because I don't want to deal with it. Every other boss in this game, I don't care about leading up to that boss, including the stuff after Hydra boss. But yeah. Like I've said it before, but I feel like around the Temple of C-Zone is where I started to not have fun with the game in terms of like story mode. Where I just felt like it felt really weird, I felt weak. that time I didn't feel super weak, but it did feel like there's just a lot of bullshit aimed at you in single player, where in multiplayer it's just infinitely easier. Like, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do when the flamethrower is attacking you and the heads are attacking you. Like, if you pause to block, I feel like that just ends up getting you in like a block loop, potentially. And there's a couple points where I'm blocking the end part of fire, and then I get shield broken by the other one. So it doesn't feel good fighting that boss in general. So, just, I don't know. Hope we just don't roll it again, or we have somebody else just damage through it. One of the above. I didn't really have issues with any of the prior bosses. As I said before, I don't mind the later bosses as much compared to Hydra. I feel like it gets like a little easier and after that in story mode, and then it just gets to that awful nonsense of Evil Eye. But you know, it is what it is there. Oh, I guess that means we might see King Mimic. That would be pretty horrendous. But on the plus side, that would be King Mimic in multiplayer, which I don't think would be as terrible. So yeah. I think the thing is like a lot of these bosses feel a lot more fair in multiplayer, and in single player it just feels terrible. I guess like I should probably just get used to blinking before that point. I think that's my only strategy against Hydra. I don't know what you're supposed to do without blink, to be honest with you. I feel like I just take 1,000,000 points of damage and die. So I guess next time I'll try to use blink more specifically for it, because I don't know how else to dodge the head and the flamethrowers simultaneously, and then also somehow still be in range to hit the Hydra. It feels bad. Because a lot of the times you were also seeing there is it was drawing fire, and then the head would slam, and then the head would be surrounded by fire, and I have to choose like the orbs or doing other things, which not a big fan, chat. So who knows? Maybe if we find more shield perks, we pick those up specifically to deal with Hydra. So if there's something where like you step on a circle and regen your shield that I gave up last time, I will definitely take it next time. But for now, I think I'm done streaming. We had internet issues, which kind of soured the mood for me, and then Hydra Boss was the final nail in the coffin for the stream. So we'll try again another day. Maybe a run or two, and then we'll do PSO or something when Calvisham has to go. I think we'll do that for a couple days, but we'll be preparing, I guess, for Spooktober pretty soon. But we'll talk about that, I think, more in the post-stream content stuff. This technically next week will be October 1st, so we'll see. It's possible it might just be all PSO, to be honest with you, starting next week. It just depends on when the event starts. So we'll give our final thoughts in the future. For now, we're going to take a break, and we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. So if you did watch this point in the video in the VOD, hope you like what you managed to see, and hope to see you again next time.